What up, what up? I don't know if you can hear me. Should be able to. Yeah, interesting news breaking out. Sam Bankman-Fried possibly arrested. We'll see how that story unfolds. I mean, it could be fake news, could be real. I guess we'll find out as time goes on. But check out this price action though in Bitcoin. Let me, well, first let me turn down the volume of the music. Okay, it's a bit better. I can hear myself think now. So we are in a pretty decent, like, triangle pattern right here. This orange, let me just hide this indicator for a second. So we're testing the top. You can see I've marked out where the CPI data comes out and also where the federal funds rate is announced by the FOMC. And yeah, we are, it was a bit of a dirty test of the bottom of this trend line here on the orange trend line, but it maintained support, got back above it, and we've launched right up to the top of this triangle. So, I mean, the way that we've entered, the direction that we entered this triangle from, at least, is from an uptrend. So the textbook outcome of that would be a breakout to the upside, but we'll see how that unfolds. So we're either going to get continuation or reversal. This was looking kind of threatening, this part here. Like we had a bit of a head and shoulders pattern going on, but I think this recent little push up here is sort of invalidating that. If we get a high that goes higher than here, then that head and shoulders will be invalidated. We did drop, technically we did drop out of this rising wedge. However, it didn't last long. Like we found support pretty quickly and recovered back up into the wedge. So we're back up inside it now. Going on to the supply and demand zones here, at least on the 1 hour chart, you can see that there's a demand zone below us, which we didn't even come to retest. It would have been nice to see this come down all the way and test that zone, that old order block from here, but it bounced off the top of the block. So we had some points of resistance here, which have now flipped as support. So a bit of an SR flip, you could say. So right now we're going to see if we can, this trend line here is significantly holding us for the moment. This was a bit of a fake out on that, bit of a bull trap. So that's where things are sitting on the 1 hour time frame. Now we have to, let's zoom in, let's go 15 minutes here. So this is in Australian time, the funds rate. So this is Thursday, 5 a.m. If you want to see the New York time frame, I'll just pick that out of the list here. UTC minus 5 hours New York. So that is Wednesday, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, New York time, is the funds rate decision. I believe the CPI data comes out, or data comes out at 8:30 a.m. on Tuesday, so Tuesday morning. Countdown is on. There's not long to go until that. Let's see. It's about 13 and a half hours away. And then from CPI to the funds rate is a day and 5 hours. Or thereabouts. So I'm just going to go back to Brisbane here, Brisbane time frame. Right. So it's, yeah, like at the moment, this was basically a retest of an order block from this push here. That's what it seems to be doing right now. So this box here has been tagged and it's causing resistance. Let me fill this up. 1 second. Oh, to deal with it. Well, there we go. Seems to be a bit of a zone of resistance right now that we have to get through. So this is the very, yeah, obviously this is the very short-term time frame. And yeah, this line here, this trend line seems to be significant. We've got a reaction off it. I think it's almost to the dollar, or not quite. It's very close. Starting to look like maybe a cup, a short-term cup formation here. So if I just, let me just go 3 pixels, there we go. So uptrend, rounding bottom, pull back, and then wherever this finds support and potentially rallies again, that could be your cup and handle play right there, something like that. If you're excluding the wicks, yeah, maybe this neckline looks more something like that. It just depends how you want to carve it out, how you want to draw it. But that's, yeah, that's potentially something that will push us up. Just that pattern. So who we got in the audience here? We got Grade A Music. How you doing, man? How many billions a brother got to steal before he's arrested? Yeah, I know, right? Pretty much. That's the theme of it. Let's Mars, how you doing? Relaxing Sounds. Seeing he got arrested, yeah. Awesome. Serrano's saying not fake. Excellent. That's good. We want him, you know, we want some justice here, right? Can't just get away with stealing billions of dollars. It's just outrageous. Kevin Ratello, what's up, man? Stupid She, the pink waving hand. Papa Egod, Doge. What's up? What's up, buddy? What's up, Edgar? Frank, how you doing, man? So, I don't know if it's going to cause a reversal, him being arrested. I mean, it's not bad news. It is definitely good news. If he's off the scene, you know. There's a bit of a sell-off here. This might invalidate this cup. If we really come down and correct. If you believe in short-term Fibonacci retracements, then if we come from this area here up to the highest point, look at that 618 bounce right there. It's crazy how that works sometimes. I mean, it's at least for now. Like it hasn't doesn't mean we're going to find support here for good, but it's interesting to see the reaction of a Fib retracement. I don't know if it's a natural thing or that people see it there, like it's been measured out by many people and they're following. But anyway, we're down on the 1 minute chart, so who knows how much bearing that 618 fib level has as support. Anyway, with at least with the pattern, if we zoom out, there's by no means has this been cancelled yet, this uptrend. To invalidate it, I think you would need to break this low here to get a change of character. And definitely if you broke this low. But yeah, there's a huge gap here, this fair value gap, which has not been, like, you know, back tested. So this whole zone here. I'm going to jump into the Discord channel If anyone wants to jump in and have a chat, by all means. I'll jump in YouTube voice because that's what the channel's there for. But yeah, let me know. It seems like, yeah, okay, in the YouTube voice, my voice isn't coming through there. Let me just fix that up. Maybe that fixes it. I don't know. It'll work.
I'm over here just having fun.
Oh man, Bitcoin will be pumped so much, you don't even know.
I don't know if you guys hear those little voice clips. SBF did nothing wrong. SBF didn't do nothing. Yeah. Right. Yeah, that was John Smith. Yeah, it's just a little voice clip of John Smith. Keeping his memory alive. He'll pop in eventually, I'm sure. People need their John Smith. All right, where are we at? Let me delete that order block because I think it's finally giving us on the 15-minute chart at this point of interest. This order block here. Yeah, this trend line coming in all the way from up here. You know, there's a fair amount of supply. People front running that box perhaps. So this supply box here, front running or getting in ahead of it, is like basically setting a sell order before that supply gets hit. So yeah, it's just a brief bounce off that until you know we get further moves down. Yeah, jump into the Discord, guys, if you want. We've got 24 people in here. Remember to smash up the like button if you haven't done that yet. Subscribe if you haven't. All that good stuff. What is the MFI saying here? The money flow index. Okay, so we are obviously very overbought on the short time frame. You can see that the white line here is headed into the oversold, and it's showing signs that it's pulling back here. It's pulling off. You know, I don't know. There could be like another opportunity to buy. Once this MFI cooks or comes back down here, cools off below here, and then creates like a green dot, then that will be your, you know, then you can start looking at, oh, maybe I can enter a long, just based off this short-term uptrend, you know, because you're looking for pullbacks. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Discord. Let me close it and reopen it, and that might fix it. It's like the audio drivers get messed up sometimes. Is that better? Can you hear me? Yeah.
100%.
Oh, there you are. What's up? What's up, Lord Ole?
Doing great. It's about Christmas.
Yeah, I was gonna wear my Christmas shirt, but I thought it was a bit early. Thought it might be a little bit early.
November is too early. You're good now.
Yeah, December's okay. I'll have to buy a Santa hat. Though there could be some filters in here that I can mess around with. Yeah, there we go. That's Christmassy enough for the webcam. I'm not sure if there's any like good Santa hat ones.
It works though.
Oh yes, here we go. If this works, there we go. That's not bad. I'm gonna save that one. We'll use that on Christmas Day or New Year's Eve, or I mean Christmas Eve. Oh damn, the Grinch. Yeah,
What
I
is
don't
that supposed
mind
to be?
neon. It's supposed to be the Grinch. But,
That's not what I'm seeing.
I don't mind the Santa Claus one. Are you live? You sure you're live?
Yep, pretty sure.
Yeah. See, B could do this. Or anyone, like, if you don't want to show your face, like on a stream or whatever, there are ways to sort of disguise. You can be like a cat wrapped up in a blanket.
Again, that's not what I'm seeing.
Really? Is it not
Anybody else
coming
in
through?
chat? Can someone tell him I can't be the only one? Santa works perfect. The hat works perfect. Anything else you tried just show very... Okay, that works.
Does that work? Can you see me with no hair?
Oh, that one. Yeah, that works perfectly.
All right. Yeah, there's some weird filters on here. Oh, Wolfman. What's up?
Yeah, okay, that works, yeah.
It's a bit weird because I've got so many like chroma filters like filtering out the background that it's playing up. Luigi. Some of these don't work very well. Like that doesn't even work at all. Wait, look at me getting sidetracked.
Yeah, no better moment than live to check this stuff out.
Yeah. Red
Okay, see,
hair.
I don't know what's the last one you tried to pop up, but it's one of those where like only your eyes and mouth come out and everything else is just blurred out, but looks like an atrocious creature from hell.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some really warped ones in here. Back to normal.
Buffer fish?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's all about, that one. It's kind of it's missed the mark on that one. The Disney ones are kind of creepy.
Yeah, but they're on point. I've seen a bunch of people try them, and it's actually the best filter I've seen so far.
Yeah, they look kind of accurate, I suppose.
Yeah, I just don't want to live in a Disney universe, but the filters are pretty dope.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Like you abandoned your toys not too long ago.
Yeah. I'll get back to the stream in a sec. I'm just mucking around. 1 second. Sorry, YouTube. YouTube. Oh, there's an anime one. B would like this, I think. B would definitely approve of this.
I can't stick to one character. You're in between two characters right now.
It's like changing my hair color and everything. Hey, this is actually a pretty cool filter. It's like, it looks like the character's talking.
You must know about VTubers at this point, right?
VTubers?
VTubers, people who stream but only have avatars to represent them. That way they can stay physically anonymous, but they're all vocal and they're very present with their gang, and I mean, everybody wins, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it's... I have seen, like, obviously, B does have an avatar thing. And it reacts to him typing as well, which is interesting. Like, it looks like his hands are typing.
Pretty sure it was a very popular demand for a filter in the first place. Yeah, I agree. The Aussie Smurf was pretty dope.
The Smurf, yeah. Yes. Oh, Scanline. Have you seen these Scanline things?
Oh,
So like, if I go...
no.
It's weird.
No. Well, it leaves room for creativity.
This is weird. This is like a... Oh my god. Avatar?
That's neat. I guess it's in culture at this point. They're doing a second one, right?
Yes. Yeah, there's a movie that's out currently, I think, that's got that.
A decade later,
Like
the
water
second
something.
one. You look like you'd fit another face in that face.
Yeah, I know. There's a massive gap. It's weird. It's not a very good mapping. The all right, I'm all done. Let's find a filter and just leave it on. At least this one fits properly. Like it's...
Oh yeah, that's the best one so far.
I'll save that for like closer to Christmas. Back to it. So, oh, what's up, Greybeard? Greybeard's in the chat. Let's get back on track here. Sorry about that. I'm like a little school kid, distracted by all the toys. Now let's check out, okay, the S&P 500. Look at that. This is the hour chart. We have hit an area of demand down here. Well, that happened last week on Wednesday. Came up. The retest was actually quite high. So that's, you could say that's like a bullish indication right there, high or low. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see if it's enough fuel. With CPI coming out very soon, if that comes out positive, damn, I reckon we're gonna like at least come up to retest this this line down here. If not, yeah, we'll probably have like a full-on Santa rally. We'll see. You know, I'm not calling for bull markets or anything, but a relief rally would be nice. It would be nice to see some kind of a relief rally. The dollar index is sort of chopping sideways still. If I would say that if the CPI data comes out and it's positive news, right, then this should correct, and you probably would see at least a retest of these lows, if not these ones down here, this low down here. That would be my bet. How you doing? 12 hours left for CPI. What do you think will happen? Good question. Well, the forecast, check it out. This is something I was meant to talk about a couple of streams ago, or on the last stream. And it was about the year-over-year forecast. So they're forecasting a 7.3 for inflation. We know that the last report was 7.7, so that's a nice indicator that inflation is on its way down. Everyone sort of sees that at least. But yeah, whether we come in below that or above it, I think the primary thing is as long as we're lower than 7.7, you know, that's the main thing we're looking for. And if we go to that website Trueflation, let me look that up, trueflation.com. We're currently sitting at 6%. 6% Trueflation. That is really good. That's a, you know, go to the let me go full screen here. Methodology, maybe. I thought there was like an area that you could look at. Dashboard, maybe. Yeah, here we go. This is better because you can actually zoom in on the week. Let me just change the color theme because it's like blocking out. Can't read it. Sorry if it's blinding. Sorry about that. 6.04, and then so that was December 12th, and then today's December 13th, 6.02%. So it's still sort of like on its way down. All right, I'll stop blinding you now. Let's close that. Come back to Bitcoin. So we've had a look at. Let's check out. So Matic has had a nice rip leading into the end of today. The daily so far hasn't really seen a move. Doge is up slightly, back above 9 cents, which is great. We turn on this. You can see it hit an area of demand. It actually punched through it pretty severe there. See from the bottom of that tip there, 8% up. That's crazy in less than, I'm guessing it's less than a day. Let me just measure that. Yeah, 22 hours, 8.3% up. But because it dropped so heavy, it happened under the radar because it was all, you know, it was all red. It dipped so hard that a recovery goes like unnoticed in a way. If you're just looking at the list like in this view. Let me see. Let's go to the Bybit list because this is a massive list of all the alts. So today, nothing too extreme just yet. We're only, what, 29 minutes into today's candle? Yeah, everything's still waiting to move, I think. I think that's sort of like the theme here. Yeah. Rest of the week is a roller coaster. I would agree with that. Could this be a sign here of a bounce? This little slowing candle? I don't know. You could take a fib retracement from the very bottom here all the way to the top. So this little pullback may find support on any of these. Well, it could be the 236. Less likely, more likely, most likely. And then, you know, if that breaks, then this is, you know, strong likelihood as well. It sort of ranges there if something is to retrace, I think. But yeah, a really deep retracement, a 786. Like that's sort of like a sign of weakness. But retracing back to a high from a dip like this, so if we take it from the high back to the dip here, punch through all these levels. Let me go right up to here and see if there's any kind of Enlightenment. Yeah, this seems to match up a little better. So from that high down to this low, you've got a slight reaction before the 786. It didn't quite make it to 786, but there was a reaction off the 382. Whoops. Bit of a reaction of resistance there, a bit of resistance here. Got back up on top, bounced off the 236 after breaking above it and then launching. So what does all that mean? All it means is we're trying to see if this move is going to be sustained. That's all. Or is it going to basically retrace down, back down toward the bottom of the wedge here and test? Or even back test 17,000. There's the 17,000 level. Raybid, Mr. Rick, if the Fed raises 50 more basis points, the Fed rate will be the same or near 2-year treasuries. Do you have any opinions on impacts to DXY and bond market? Yeah, good question. I think if they do a 50 basis point hike, that's a good thing. Like, it means they've backed off on their hawkishness. It's still an increase, like, to the interest rates, no doubt. But you know, it might be an early sign that they're pivoting, like changing their policy a little. Their approach to fighting inflation. So the impact that has on dollar index, you know, if you get a lower interest rate, the dollar index should fall. If you get high interest rates, like hiking, like going up and up and up, then dollar index should rise. I don't know a hell of a lot about the bond market. I don't know how that moves in relation to like dollar index, that kind of thing. But I know that when equities are going up, I think the bond market goes down, and then vice versa. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. I haven't really learned much about the bond market. And then there's like the yield market as well. The treasury yields. I'll have to look into that. BLS into Hizzle. What's up, BLS? So, yeah, I guess pretty much where we're at right now is we're chilling before CPI. Like, I don't think there's going to be anything too crazy. Maybe in like the last couple of hours before CPI is when we're going to see, that's where movement's going to start, you know, arcing up. What's up, Type Jack? Yeah, so until then, yeah, it's just playing the waiting game. I'm glad that we're so close now to this CPI. We've been looking forward to this for so long. It feels like it's been forever. But yeah, we're almost there. And then to have a funds rate, which has a pretty decent impact on the market as well, so soon after, is like, you know, two gifts at the same time. It's like your Christmas presents all at once. Christmas comes early. It could, yeah, it really could lead into some kind of Santa rally, you know, so to speak. In crypto, at least, I think November, December, on average, is like a bullish kind of period for crypto and Bitcoin. Yeah, Sbf Arrested. It is going to be juicy. Let me go to Twitter here, because there was a space run by that Mario Norfal guy. This guy. He ran a Twitter space. Sbf arrested based on the request of the US government. He faces likely extradition, so forced to come back to the mainland. Might read this out quick. Statement from the Attorney General of the Bahamas, Senior Ryan Pinder, KC, on the arrest of Sam Bankman-Fried. On 12th of December 2022, the Office of the Attorney General of the Bahamas is announcing the arrest by the Royal Bahamas Police Force of Sam Bankman-Fried, SBF, former CEO of FTX. SBF's arrest followed receipt of formal notification from the United States that it has filed criminal charges against SBF and is likely to request his extradition. As a result of the notification received and the material provided therewith, it was deemed appropriate for the Attorney General to seek SBF's arrest and hold him in custody pursuant to our nation's Extradition Act. At such time as a formal request for extradition is made, the Bahamas intends to process it promptly, pursuant to Bahamian law and its treaty obligations with the United States. Responding to SBF's arrest, Prime Minister Davis stated, "The Bahamas and the United States have a shared interest in holding accountable all individuals associated with FTX who may have betrayed the public trust and broken the law." That should be highlighted in capital letters. While the United States is pursuing criminal charges against SBF individually, the Bahamas will continue its own regulatory and criminal investigations into the collapse of FTX, with the continued cooperation of its law enforcement and regulatory partners in the United States and elsewhere. So hopefully that is a legitimate letter. It seems to be so far. It hasn't been debunked or but yeah, I don't know. Pretty easy to fake something like this and make it look official with a stamp up the top. But yeah, I think when you start seeing official accounts, actual, politicians posting stuff like the people mentioned in this letter. So who is it? Ryan Pinder. Let's see if he put anything in there. And there's a chance that he doesn't even have Twitter, that guy. So yeah, we'll see.
Go to the tweet
All right.
I posted in Discord. It's the U.S.
Oh, yeah?
Attorney.
U.S. Attorney. Oh, okay. That's from.
The U.S. Attorney.
Just trying to find where you posted it. In crypto down under general chat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, I see the one above the letter. Right. U.S. Attorney.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Gotcha. And look at that. USA, Damian Williams, earlier this evening, Bahamian authorities arrested Samuel Bankman-Fried at the request of the US government, based on a sealed indictment filed by the SDNY. State District something New York? I don't know what the SD stands for. We expect to move to unseal the indictment in the morning, and we'll have more to say at that time. Shibatoshi Nakamoto says, fuck yeah. Yeah, there you go. I was playing around with the OpenAI thing, and it spat out these a couple of days ago. Yeah, it's an interesting tool, the AI art generator thingy. The other one was pretty good too. I don't know, he looks kind of old though. It looks like they're doing this in like 2050 or something. Like they came in a bit late. But yeah, it's a crazy time at the moment. Silly season, as they say. That's what he's gonna look like when he gets out. Right. Looks like the guy from Men in Black, the alien. Yeah. Yeah. You're from the future, Rick, so you knew about that arrest already. Yeah. I don't know if they arrested him on the beach, like from that picture, but it would be funny if it was. Like he was out for a walk and they swooped in. I don't know. It hasn't happened yet. Yeah. Anyway, we'll wait for further developments on all that. But so far, so good. We don't want that guy, because I think there were like whispers of him trying to start FTX back up again. How crazy is that? Like, what planet is he living on? Thinking that would work, that people would trust him. I mean, even legitimate, as far as we know, legitimate central exchanges like Binance are under scrutiny right now. That's another thing that's happening at the moment. Binance is under scrutiny with their operations. So we'll see.
Well, the main thing, and it's not like FUD or anything, is the proof of reserves that they put out, or the audit that they put up, isn't really an audit.
Right. Is it just, they're just saying?
Well, it's missing.
They're just saying it?
Like, it appears to be one, but it's missing one of the key important integers, factors, whatever. The liabilities, which is extremely important, is not. The liabilities aren't accounted for in the accounting. And
right.
So yeah, it can be, oh, we have your money, sure, but the liabilities, like Jesse from Kraken, like explains it better. Where it's like, if you don't account for liabilities, it's not really a proof of reserve.
Right. So
like
maybe in light of
answer to that was like, trust me, we don't owe anybody money.
Yeah, right.
Flooding. That was pretty much.
Well, yeah, fair enough. Like maybe in light of all this, he will come out with the evidence for people to see of like what his liabilities are.
I mean, if you were going to, you would have done it then and there. But he's
I mean,
it's just suspect.
Right. I mean, I guess
with calling everybody out and talking shit about everybody and then not proving, what you say, right?
Sure.
That's what people are like, dude. What are you doing?
I guess in a way, like I'm all for DeFi and like people becoming custodians of their own coins, everything like that. But I still think it is it's a good option for people to have, is a central exchange. It just, as long as it's run clean and it's been working up until this point, like for years, right? It's just,
there's been exchanges going down constantly all the time.
Like obviously there's a lot of trust you put into an exchange to do the right thing by their customers. And hopefully the recent
like DeFi, it's all crap anyways. Most of it's gonna go down.
Right. Like, I've heard of people like run into trouble trying to manage their own shit anyway. Like they've made mistakes, like with, who knows, they've made mistakes and they've ended up losing money because of, just not understanding how to handle it all, with MetaMask wallets and whatnot. And, getting lured into the wrong place to share your details. Yeah, no, well, it
is too easy to do now.
It is what it is. Hey,
it used to be difficult. Now it's easy as shit. If you can't figure it out, then you probably shouldn't be involved.
It would be
very basic. I mean, go back.
Yeah.
If you want to go back to the start when MetaMask didn't exist and all these wallets didn't exist, it was actually hard. This is easy, way too easy.
I think as far as how there's this, like it's always been a thing, like, oh yeah, regulations coming, you know what I mean?
It already exists.
It's been here for a long time. Regulation, yeah. The thing that really needs regulating is the central exchanges and the way they operate. They need a body that oversees them. There needs to be a watchdog.
But who?
Well, that's the problem, because a lot of them are not on US soil. Like they don't have jurisdiction over them. So the way that they've combated that with regulation is to ban US citizens from using or being on those platforms, and that's your regulation right there. So yeah. People saying regulation's coming. It's here. Like
already here.
Yeah, US has been regulated for years. Yeah, Australia,
Canada,
yeah,
Quebec province.
I used to be able to trade futures on Binance, and then they regulated that. They cracked down on it, and I've had to go to Bybit, and who knows how long that's going to last before Bybit goes down that regulation path as well. Because I think they're trying to legitimize as well. They're trying to go down the route that's going to keep them
they're doing
alive.
Some KYC.
Doing
some KYC stuff.
KYC at the moment, yeah. So
It's like
I
you
think
can only do so much if not KYC or some shit.
Yeah, I remember when Binance was saying that Australian futures is coming to an end. You had a deadline to close your positions by a certain time. So yeah, I'm kind of scared with that, because I've got a position that's open, and that's like the only thing I'm worried about, is if I have to close it early, because of the KYC situation. But we'll see what happens.
I think it's kind of just like withdrawals. I mean, if you can legally KYC to them, why not?
Yeah. I haven't done it yet because I didn't have to. They didn't have that set up. But yeah, I don't know when they're implementing it. I'm gonna have to look into that. We'll see. So what do we got? 23 people. "49 minutes. That's all good." So I think, yeah, I mean, we've pretty much touched all bases there. We've got this pennant formation, this triangle. We're sort of trending inside the structure. On the higher time frames, like, yeah, the highs and lows are getting closer together, so we're under some kind of a squeeze here. And I'm strictly talking about, so here to here, to there, to there, to there, to there. We're definitely squeezing down. You can see that. And, there may be an eruption in, well, we don't know yet. It's going to be in either direction around CPI, which is only in a number of hours' time.
Yeah, it's all CPI.
Yeah.
Everything's waiting for it.
I mean, this little run up here is probably a bit of an anticipation run. And it basically put us back into the same price range as we were trending in over the weekend. That's the weekend box right there. So yeah, flushed out and then right back up to where we were. It's crazy. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. I'll come back on tonight. So it's currently 10:50 a.m. where I am. CPI's at 11:30 p.m. tonight. So when I get home from work, I'll jump on stream and we'll be able to follow what Bitcoin does around this data release. But until then, thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you in a few hours. Take care. See you later.